Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about the incredible power of taking responsibility for your life and for your actions. All of us know people that blame other people or the world or anyone but themselves for things that happen to them. And unfortunately, the sad reality is that people that do that are very unhappy. They become victims of life and circumstance. I just did a fun interview with Pete Asmus, and he talked about the struggles he went through with his children. It's a very powerful episode. And we talk about this topic of responsibility. And it made me realize it was important to give it more energy and really put it out in a clip for you guys. It's very, very easy when something happens that we're not happy with for us to start looking, for other people to blame. I can't tell you that I'm not guilty of it myself, and I still have to fight it sometimes. But luckily, I learned a long time ago that when we own our life and everything in it and take complete responsibility for it, we're giving ourselves a gift. Albert Schweitzer said, "Man must cease attributing his problems to his environment and learn again to exercise his will, his personal responsibility." Guys, taking responsibility for what happens to you and around you also speaks to your character and your integrity. Are you the kind of person, when you see someone in trouble, you stop to help? I'm sure you are. That's being responsible for your environment. What you do when you're encountering a situation where you need to own being responsible determines your character. Also, as it relates to your own life, it's impossible to have a strong self-esteem and self-respect if you don't take total responsibility for your life. It's been said, when you blame others, you give up your power to change. I'll also tell you that people that fail to take responsibility for their lives suffer much more than you and I. They have health problems. It's because they're unhappy and unfulfilled. People that don't accept responsibility also typically need a lot more external validation to try to be happy. By taking responsibility for their lives, they build their self-esteem, whereby they no longer need that validation so much. People that don't accept responsibility also lose the respect of the people around them. So besides the internal effects of going through life and blaming everyone else and the circumstances for what's happening to them, they also alienate the people around them. Guys, incredible freedom comes from taking total responsibility. Nietzsche said, "Freedom is the will to be responsible to ourselves." I think if you look at people that have low self-esteem, it's usually tied to their taking, their responsibility, owning their lives. And what's sad about this is it affects everything in their lives. Their relationships, their happiness, their growth, their success. But luckily, it's an easy fix. Well, that may be the wrong word, but it's attainable, it's doable. It just requires taking responsibility, owning everything that happens in your life. Sophocles said, "It's a painful thing to look at your own trouble and know that you yourself and no one else has made it." Guys, taking responsibility gives you control of your life. It's been said that thoughts are things. What you think about is really your reality. But I'll say there's a missing piece, and that's taking responsibility, the need to take responsibility. I'm not saying self-blame. Lots of us are great at beating ourselves up. I'm talking about taking responsibility. Big difference. Example, I screwed up. I know I won't do that again. Not saying, "I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that." Not beating yourself up, just owning it. Abraham Lincoln said, "You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today." If owning your life and taking responsibility is something new, take it one day at a time. It may not be easy at first, but trust me, it's worth it. And guys, it's just a choice. It's just a decision. Like Tony Robbins says, it's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. And remember, guys, there's a big difference between blaming ourselves and just being responsible and owning ourselves. Brian Tracy says, "Peak performance begins with your taking complete responsibility for your life and everything that happens to you." Guys, regarding your life and everything in it, watch your world open up when you completely own it. I'm Khleif, wishing you passion and success in business and in life.